Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your weekly soul connection reading. So today's theme is going to be a you versus them. So this is going to be based on a soul connection that you have with another person, and perhaps there is some sort of a challenge or even separation taking place. And we're just going to really compare the energies to see where both of you guys are at this present time and where things might be heading towards the future. So of course, just take what resonates for you, you guys, and get rid of anything that doesn't. This particular reading is one that I actually offer in my Etsy shop. So if you guys want your own personalized version of this reading, I will go ahead and put the link down below, as well as all the decks I'll be using here today and today's beautiful Organite, which is called the Lunar Eclipse, created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. So I just have an announcement before I get started. So I just came up with a newsletter, and so January's newsletter is actually up, and all you have to do is subscribe to the newsletter. So I'm going to put the link down below. There's also a button in my, I think, link tree on both my Instagram and TikTok, so you can find it there too. But what this newsletter entails is it's basically surrounding the energy of the new moon that takes place every single month. So this month's theme is surrounding the new moon in Aquarius that's taking place on January 21st. And so this particular newsletter, it includes the following. It includes a ritual that I have designed, an affirmation just for you, a customized tarot spread that is literally themed around the new moon. So if you like to use Oracle or other divination tools or tarot, you guys can use this just for your own growth and development and empowerment, and also journal prompts. So basically things to kind of get you thinking about the new moon in Aquarius. So I plan to do these things myself around the new moon. I'm very excited. Plus this newsletter, if you subscribe, you guys are going to get firsthand knowledge of any sales, any new services or products that are coming up in my shop, and also classes and workshops that I am definitely going to be providing for you guys this year, some on in person and also online. So that is what I have to offer. Just want to let you guys know real quick. So definitely click the link down below and sign up if you guys are interested in something like that. So basically once a month is when all of that would take place. So the next new moon is going to be new moon in Pisces, all right, for February. So anyways, you guys, that's what I wanted to let you guys know. And let's just jump right into this reading, okay? So we're going to follow the outline that I've created here. The very first thing that we're going to focus on is a you versus them. So why don't we focus on your person right now and just kind of see where they're at this particular time with you and this connection. Okay, what does the energy look like for them? So this deck right here is called the Light Seers Tarot, and this is called the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. So let's see where your person is at with you and this connection. What is the energy that they're holding on to, their point of view, just where they're at this time. All right, let's see. Okay, interesting. We have coming apart. So right now it might be that the two of you guys are kind of, have your backs to each other, right? That there's been some sort of an ending here. 4 + 6 is number 10, and 10 can be the end of a situation. So it's more than likely that you and this individual may have come apart at some point or have separated. It could be that there's just something that's falling apart in your person's life. Okay, maybe a lot of things are happening for them, a lot of stress. Maybe they've lost their job. Maybe something's going on with them mentally. Maybe there's some sort of a breakdown for them. And so it just could be that there's a lot of turmoil and stress. So if you're coming apart as a person, then you're probably not going to be able to hold anything outside of you together. So that could be it as well. Let's go ahead and get a tarot card though and get some additional information about this coming apart energy. What does this coming apart have to do with? Ooh, we have the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords, you guys, is definitely a battle. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got this guy and he has his hand to his temple. Like he's really, really distraught. The sword suit is all about mental energy, our thoughts, okay? And also strained communication. The Five of Swords is usually some sort of a battle where someone is coming out a victor and the other person is coming out the loser. So it could be that this individual, with their, connection with you, just take it if it resonates, okay? They could have either said or done something that seemed quite unfair. And we're not giving this person a pass because, how we choose to handle ourselves, we have to take responsibility for that. But sometimes if we go a little bit deeper, we can see that maybe the way that people are communicate or the actions that they're taking are stemming from some kind of crisis that they have coming from within. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on. Now, for others of you, there could be other people in this situation. Now, we're not blaming other people because everybody does have to take responsibility, but there could be just a posse of people around this person that are really not helping matters. They're making this person's life a living hell. They're getting in their head. The reason I'm saying that is because we have that crow, and that crow seems to be speaking in that person's ear. So sometimes you have negative people and toxic people around individuals that really don't have their best interest at heart. So it can take a toll on your connection with them, especially if those people don't support your connection or don't like you, etc. This person could be an absolute mess right now, okay? Where they just can't be with you, or they're just, some battles going on for them. So just like I said, take what situation resonates for you, but there's definitely a major challenge here. Number 5 is challenge. Number 5 means something needs to change as well. And so this might not always be the case, but right now that does seem to be the case for this person. So let's go ahead and get another card and see what's going on. We have heal the ouch. Wow. So we have 3 + 8 is number 11. So I kind of like that 10 and then 11. That does tell me here that there's an opportunity perhaps for you and this person to be able to heal this issue later. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're in danger, if you're dealing with toxic people, that you have to stay connected to them or wait for them to apologize. You'd have to take care of yourself as well. But it might be that this individual does come back at a later date. If you guys are in separation or things are pretty nasty between the two of you, they may apologize for their behavior. Or they may explain to you, hey, this is what was going on. So they might want to heal the ouch. They might want to, but if they have a lot of crap going on, they might just feel like they can't do that right now. So we do have the stars energy, but it's in reverse. So what's interesting is that we are going to be in Aquarius, I just talked about that. The new moon in Aquarius is when Aquarius season starts, which is January 21st. So it could be that until, you guys reach the Aquarian season, it might be that right now this person is still kind of, trying to heal or work something out. So this could be kind of letting us know that at this time, this person cannot align with you. This person is not able to heal right now. Maybe they're working on that. But the star reversed is an indication to me that someone is not seeing the light. Somebody does not have the ability to basically see the silver lining or see a way out or to see that light at the end of the tunnel. So I feel like Spirit is working with this person to help them, to guide them towards what is best for them. So if that means that they have to break ties from toxic people or toxic behaviors, I feel that Spirit is working with this person at this time. So I know that this individual probably does want to make things right with you, but they're very lost right now is what I'm seeing. So let's get one last card to wrap this up. We have details. Interesting. So 4 + 3 is 7. And 7 for me is definitely challenges that we must face in order to see a greater perspective. So there is an answer that's in the details. There are some answers for this person, or even a conclusion or a solution to their problems, but they might be missing the details. They might just be kind of skimming the surface and not really looking deeply at what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing, or who they're spending time with. So to me, it's very surface. This might be a person that's kind of stuck in their ego, and until they're able to pull out of that and really tap into their heart space or their higher self, it might just be the surface energy that you're getting from this individual. Okay. So let's go ahead and get another card tied to that. We have the Strength energy, but it's in reverse. This is Leo's energy. Your person, I feel right now, does not have the strength or the courage to face these challenges or issues, or they don't have they can't face their, these people around them. They can't stand up to them to tell them no or hold healthy boundaries. Now, we're not trying to say that it's these other people's fault. They're the big bad wolves in the situation. Everything that's happening is them. You know, to some degree, yes, they are a part of it, but it is your person's job to find the strength within to say, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not in alignment with what I believe to be right or true. So even if they are under the influence of others, they have to become the lion. They have to, I know that's a lamb, but I'm getting sheep. There's a bunch of sheep and they're just all gathered and herding together, and they're just all kind of, you know, thinking about things the same way. Or, you know, there is this sheep herder that is leading the sheep. And so there's like a leader type of energy, and this leader is not your person. Your person has given their power over to something or someone. And until they get their strength back, they're not going to be able to basically fight for you or this connection, is what I'm seeing. They don't have the strength or the confidence to do the right thing right now. Okay. And it might be that you are looking at their either ghosting behavior or them not speaking to you right now, and you're really, really taking it personally. And I'm not trying to excuse this person at all, because remember, we all make choices in life. And this person is making a choice right now to be this way, but we don't have to take it personally either. We don't have to take it so like into our heart and say, oh my gosh, this person has said this, or they're thinking this, or they're doing this. Oh my gosh, you know, and make it about ourselves. At the end of the day, whatever's going on here with your person, this is about them, you guys. It's not about you. So really try not to go down that rabbit hole is what I'm getting here, because that's not really going to help you while this person is trying to figure out whatever they're trying to figure out. Okay. So them right now, they don't look like they're in the best position. They don't look like they have enough strength. Things are not aligned for them. There's a lot of misalignment around them, a lot of mismatched energy. But the way that I look at it actually is sometimes things that are chaotic, it helps to bring you back to center. So whatever karmic situations, karmic partnerships, karmic cycles that are playing out is there for your person to be able to heal and to bring them back into alignment with themselves. So sometimes these things aren't actually bad, even though they feel that way. It's exactly what your person needs to get their strength back, to get recentered, to claim who they truly are in this life. And if they can't do it, then you may have to move forward or move on. Okay? We all have free will, and we're only as stuck or tied as we allow ourselves to be. So your person's got some stuff they got to work out for sure. So now let's shift gears and go into your energy, the person watching this video. This is called the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Where are you currently at with this person or situation? What is your energy? Ooh, interesting. Not for you. So out of this Oracle deck, this is the No card. So it's kind of like that's a fortune cookie, and the fortune cookie says this is not for you. Now, I don't look at anything as, like a definite, like hard yeses or hard nos. And I'll tell you why. No one's going to tell me what I can or can't do in this life. You want to know why? Because I have free will. Okay. And we can push to do things that maybe aren't the best for us. And when we do that, we're going to experience a lot of, chaos and hardship. But sometimes there's something to learn in all of that. But sometimes you just get to a point with situations or people where you're just like, you know what? I'm okay. This is just something that's just not for me right now. This can be a right now situation, you guys. This does not have to be infinite forever. This person may just not be for you right now. This might be something where we can clearly see that they got a lot of work to do. And maybe you do too, and that's okay. So there's a mismatch or a misalignment right now for a reason, okay? So I feel like Spirit's just basically saying, if this isn't working right now, it's not working for a reason. That means that we need to look at other things. That means that we need to focus on something else right now. And that's not a bad thing. So this is called the Muse Tarot. Let's go ahead and get another card here for you. The Two of Materials, which is the Two of Pentacles, you guys. And the Two of Pentacles is like being back and forth, up and down. Everything is up in the air. What I'm getting here is that maybe there's going to be something that comes into this reading for the viewer that says, you know what? I already knew this, but maybe these cards, this message today is confirming for me that I don't have to have so much anxiety. I don't have to worry about this so much. Spirit's saying you can drop this and take a break. You know, a lot of people deal with a lot of guilt with belief systems that somehow if they're not there for this person, or if they take care of themselves, that somehow they're going to lose this person, or they don't want to look like a bad person by taking care of themselves. There could be a lot of deep guilt here. And when you have guilt like that, that is a telltale sign that there's some sort of toxicity that's brewing in the situation, and that it is probably best that we do take a break so we can take care of ourselves and allow this person to take care of them. So when you feel that desperate need to be there for someone, or you're afraid that you're going to lose this person if you're not there for them, or you don't return their phone call, etc., then what do you really have, right? True connection, true everything is going to fall into place the way that it's supposed to, and it's going to be beneficial for everyone. So if you taking care of yourself is not beneficial in this situation, then that's just straight up toxic, and we need to really look at that. So Spirit is saying, drop the juggle. Drop this up in the air where you can't live your life energy. If you guys are feeling like you want to, and these are just examples, you want to move, you want to switch jobs, you want to make certain decisions, but you are kind of waiting to see what this person does. You've given so much power already to the situation or person. It's no wonder you feel like you can't really be on stable ground and live your life. It's time for you to make a decision and to say, you know what? This situation that I've been waiting for, or I've been hoping that will change, I'm not really seeing anything there. So stop doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result. It's time to switch shit up. It's time to make a decision. This up in the air business isn't going to work. And you know it, and you probably feel that way. Nothing is worse than waiting on someone else to do something, so that way you guys can move forward. If people don't want to, or they're not ready, or they're always thrown freaking, wrenches into plans, that's because they're not ready. It's a sign that, you know what? Figure it out. But while you're over here, I'm going to be over here living my life is what I'm going to be doing. And you owe that to yourself. And you actually, not to say you owe that to that person, but that will probably be good for that person, that you're not enabling them to take their sweet ass time or to just do what you need to do, boo. It's like, if that doesn't really align with you and you feel like you're getting the shit into the stick, that's not empowering. That's not helping you or even them. That's enabling them to, again, do whatever they need to do or figure it out or take all the time that they need. Sometimes things need to be hard. Sometimes there does need to be ultimatums. Sometimes people need structure in order to be disciplined and do what they need to do. So if that's not what's taking place here, maybe try that on for size and see how that works. Because this up in the air shit, it's not working. Co-create, yes. And it's kind of cool because what I'm picking up on is that you really want to create something. You want to create a life with this person. You want to work with this person. You just want to be happy. But what I just saw, your person's not capable of that right now. So you can want it all day long. You can dream about it all day long. You can pray every night for this. But that doesn't mean that it's going to change. So in the meantime, you guys, I really suggest that you take care of yourself. Instead of constantly putting your life on hold or being up in the air with the situation. This is a situation that's very unsettling. It probably creates a lot of anxiety for you. It probably creates you to just feel like something's always off. And you know what I say to that? Fuck that. I refuse to live my life like that. There are certain people in my life that I've come across this energy where I'm just like, it's just not a fit. It doesn't work for me, you know? And it doesn't work for me. And maybe I've got some things to work on. Maybe that person has some things to work on. All I know is that it doesn't work. It doesn't jive. It doesn't flow. It feels like crap. And I just don't want to do this anymore. So we have to pay attention to these feelings, these sensations, these energies. When you're on the same page with someone, guess what? That energy will flow. That energy will just work. There won't be all these freaking issues and nightmares and situations and freaking cycles constantly, the same thing over and over again. There won't be any of that crap. So if you've met this person and there's a lot of issues, it doesn't mean that it could never work, but it just means it ain't working right now. So why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? When we can actually create something else instead. Let's come together with people that do want to be in our lives. Let's come together with people that want to choose us. Let's come together with people that actually want to be freaking happy. The High Priestess. Yes, you know this, you guys. You know this. You absolutely know this. Your intuition is telling you this already, okay? You already have the answers that you seek here. It's just that you actually just need to really listen to that, okay? And I feel also too that some of you guys have actually received the signs already that this isn't going to work right now, or that this person just really has got some things that they got to work out, so it's not the right time, etc., whatever. But maybe you're not listening. You've asked, but you're not willing to receive the answer. So you just kind of stay right here, stuck in the middle. That's what you've decided. You can see here, these two people, well, these two animals, the cheetah and this owl, they're not co-creating really. You've got this owl that's still standing on this tightrope, and then you have this cheetah. Neither one of them are even looking at each other. How are they going to build anything when they're not even on the same freaking level? They're not even on the same page right now. It's not going to work if somebody is refusing to grow, or is holding themselves back, or is lying. That's also the High Priestess, can be somebody who's withholding, drawing back, not sharing, not letting you in. That's a big problem too, when you're dealing with people that have a lot of trauma. And it's like, I get it. We all have trauma, but make the freaking effort to show up. Make the effort to let you in. Like, don't do this constant, like, hidden thing. Because to me, hiding is deceptive. Even if it doesn't, like, you're not really, like, you know, you're not outwardly lying to someone. When you're withholding or not telling someone something, you're lying. You're deceptive. So I feel, you guys, that you probably feel a lot of ways, but you feel like if you share your thoughts with this person, that you're going to lose them. And what I say to that is that if you speak your truth to someone and you lose them, they're not for you right now, or maybe even forever. They're just not your people. They're not your person. Okay. And it could be that if you feel like you can't speak your truth to this person and just feel like, you know, you just got to constantly keep it inside because you don't want to burden this person, etc. Again, that's an unhealthy behavior within you, and that's something that you need to examine. Why can't I be honest with how I'm feeling? Why can't I say something to this person? Why am I so afraid? So there's something going on here that we need to get figured out. Last one, we have Yang's energy, and that is masculine energy. This is about taking matters into your own hands. This is about action. So this High Priestess is very feminine. She's very calm and receptive. She kind of just waits to see what's happened. She doesn't say too much. Guess what? Yang. That's that masculine bam energy. I want to see some action here. I want to take action in my life. This isn't working anymore. I've seen everything I need to see here. Now it's time for me to take some action steps. Take matters into my own hands. Live my life. Take back control. Take back my power. Four of Emotions, Four of Cups. Emptying out that big ass cup. Do you see that big ass cup that little girl is in? Empty it out. The Four of Cups, you guys, is a card where there is some sort of a missed opportunity here. Like someone's not getting it. Someone's not seeing it. Someone is not receptive or open to this experience. You can't make someone be into it if they're not. You can't make someone grow if they're not willing to grow. You can't make someone see something they're not willing to see. So I feel for a lot of you that the next step that you might take is to just empty this cup and just move in a new direction. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to forget about this person or that you're done with them forever, that you don't care about them, because some of you guys might be connected to this person by a child, or they're a family member, or you work with them, so you can't really, like 100% cut off communication or whatever's going on here. But what I'm getting here is that you're no longer going to pour your heart and soul into this. You're no longer going to die every day that what this person does or doesn't do. That you're getting rid of. You're taking back your power is what I'm seeing here. So to me, this is very, very deep. A lot of the work that needs to be done, a lot of the healing that needs to be done, a lot of the things that a lot of people don't want to look at need to be done here. And until we're willing to look at ourselves and to heal and also take responsibility for things that don't work out in our lives or what we keep attracting over and over again, we're just going to keep recreating the same crap with a different person. So my advice for you guys today is just really take the time to go deeply within, And one thing, and I've mentioned this on my other channel, and I guess one of the cats agrees. One thing that I am entering into is Codependence Anonymous. And so it's something that you can either do in-person meetings or online, coda.org. If I can remember, I'll put it down. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but it's a 12-step program for people that really want to get down to the issues of themselves because of what is happening in their exterior relationships. A lot of the relationships that we have, a lot of the crap that happens to us, it's stemming from somewhere. And it's about getting clarity and understanding and getting to know yourself and understanding that it's coming from somewhere. These issues are attractions to certain types of people, the way that we operate, our issues, whatever. There's something going on within us. And that's not to say, oh, we're always at fault. This person isn't a narcissistic asshole, because sometimes people are. You can't really help it. But what is it inside of you that either keeps attracting that type of person or makes you want to save that person or see that person in a different way? The love and light spiritual community and all that other stuff can sometimes be a very dangerous place to be in, because you almost feel guilt when you need to protect yourself from certain people that are just either dark or just can't see their crap and that are just going to abuse you over and over again, no matter what. Sometimes there's so much guilt for feeling like, ooh, yeah, no, this isn't for me, but I have to be loving and forgiving and kind. To me, it's always the middle is a good place to be in. Not dark nor light, just somewhere in the middle. I mean, you need to experience both, but when you are heavy in the light or heavy in the dark, you're going to lose yourself. But if you're somewhere in the middle, and sometimes being in the middle can feel boring, monotonous, crappy, lonely, sucky, just bored. I mean, there are times in my life, you guys, where I want to plug into a fantasy and get lost. But it's just like anything else. It would be like using substances or something to check out of reality. I think I've used people my entire life to fulfill some kind of emptiness within myself. And I'm starting to realize that I am not, and not that I thought this, but I always thought, oh, you're such a kind overgiver, this and that. Well, actually, it's my codependency that's operating here. And I am using people in a way, not to hurt them, but to basically fulfill myself with something, because I'm running on empty. And when that situation or relationship falls apart, it's like, oh my gosh, what happened? And so that's why I am entering into this, like I said, this program, is because it's really helping me to see a lot of things about myself and to take personal inventory and to do the work that I need to do. And that way, when I move forward into new situations, it doesn't mean I'm not going to run across an asshole. It doesn't mean I'm going to just be completely free and clear of, certain people in the world, but it just means that I'm going to have better boundaries. I'm going to operate at a level that's I'm not going to lose myself. I'm not going to, I'm not going to lose myself. And that's what that whole thing is about for me. So anyways, sorry to go off on that tangent. I just feel like sometimes my viewers are in the same vibration as me. That's why you watch my readings. That's why you resonate with my readings, because you're in that vibration, that collective vibration with me. Some of you are not. That's totally fine. But I felt like I needed to share that little tidbit with you guys. Okay. So anyways, that's what I have for you for that. So now we're going to shift gears and we're going to go into the current blockages presenting themselves. Well, guess what? I feel like we really just got into that, but let's go ahead and just dive a little deeper. So this right here is called the Heal Yourself reading cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at your person's current blockages that are presenting themselves in their lives, besides all the stuff we just saw. We have pride. So your person right now, like I suspected, is very much in their ego, okay? They're not really in the light. That doesn't mean that they're evil or anything like that. It just means that they're too much in their ego and their pride to basically be able to empower themselves, to see what's really going on, etc. So that's a problem. That's a big time problem. If they're not willing to see it, then that's going to be problematic, okay? Definitely. So let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. This right here is called the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Okay, so this wants to pop up. We have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, you guys, to me is a family card. It was the way that we were raised. It's very much like the Hierophant to me. It's our bloodline. It is our ancestors. It's our lineage. And I just feel, and I'm not trying to put the blame on this person's family dynamic, but there is something big time connected to their family that makes this person who they are. And they choose to be stuck in cycles. They choose to be like their parents. They choose to be like their siblings, or they choose to allow these people, their posse, to either continuously, poison them or direct them in life. Even though they might know that this is unhealthy, they're still going along with it because they're weak, because they're stuck, because they're in the dark, because they're not able to be strong enough to break the cycle. So that's just what I really feel is happening with your person. And for some of you guys, even if it's not, their family or their surroundings right now, I just feel like this person has too much pride and they're so blocked where it's very difficult for them to even commit themselves long term. Because the Ten of Pentacles is commitment of long-term natures, such as marriage, growing old together, retiring together, all those things. That's very much like a happily ever after card to me, but in the sense of, coming together and living a life together long term. I feel like they just have too much pride to basically even look at that as something that could even be possible for them. So either way, whatever's going on with this person, it doesn't matter. There's a problem here. There's a major block when it comes to getting to what I've seen in this reading, want with this person. So they're very much not able to, at this time, even be on that page with you to get to the Ten of Pentacles. It's a real problem for them. All right, so let's take a look and see what's going on with you. What's blocking you currently? We have procrastination. With that High Priestess that came up for you guys, a lot of you guys already know this. A lot of you guys are just wasting time being in the Two of Pentacles. I'm sorry to be a hard ass, but that's just what I'm getting for a lot of you. You've known this for a while. Look at that freaking clock in the background. How many times do you have to go over this with this person? How many times do you have to, get into the cycle with this individual to realize that, you're just wasting time at this point. So utilize your time more wisely is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Also, your person's resistance to change, or I'll do this, I have to do this at my own pace or my own time. Great, no problem, let them. But that doesn't mean you've got to wait. Doesn't mean you got to put your life on hold waiting for this freaking individual to get their shit together. I'm getting a hell no. Don't do that, because you're just giving all your power over to this person at this point. Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is beautiful. The Nine of Pentacles is all about taking care of yourself. I mean, look at that lady. She looks amazing. She's just sitting by herself. She's got everything that she freaking needs. She looks like the Tropicana lady to me. You know what I mean? I mean, she is just sitting in her lush garden and she is enjoying her own energy. So this is the thing. If this person, you know, you're not able to get on the same page with them, you're constantly waiting, putting your life on hold, you know, it'd be so great if me and this person could live happily ever after. It's not happening for a reason. So it's no better time than now to start loving yourself. There's no better time than now to start fully investing in yourself and building your own lush garden, building your own life, okay? Because when you're in that vibration with yourself and you're feeling that abundance and that just self-love and it's radiating out of you, you're going to attract someone of that vibration. Now, that doesn't mean that you couldn't attract, like I said, another, person like, somebody that's kind of dark and just real stuck. It just means that you are going to be better at seeing it and not putting up with it or dealing with it, okay? So just because we raise our vibration doesn't mean that other people are necessarily going to change. It just means that you're no longer going to be as attracted to those people. You're no longer going to waste so much time with those people. You're not going to get as caught up and stuck. You're going to be more discerning. You're going to have healthier boundaries. That's what that means. So if you've been blaming this person for your problems, maybe you haven't, but if you have, or if you've been putting your life on hold for this person, Spirit is saying it is time to stop. It is time for you to live your own life. Because what a lot of codependents do, and this is something that I'm learning here, is what we do is we focus on other people so we don't have to focus on ourselves. That is a form of procrastination. And that's something that needs to change. Okay? So now we're going to go into the energy here of, is there enough substance to keep going in this relationship? Well, with what I've just seen so far, there's obviously a lot of issues here, okay? But let's just see if Spirit is saying, is there something at least worth perhaps saving at a later date, right? Is it just all just, worthless? Or is there something that we can take from this? What substance can we take from this? What lessons perhaps can we take? This right here is called the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. I love this. This tells me here, you guys, that you and this individual share some sort of tie. Now, that doesn't mean with your soul connection or soul tie to them that you can't walk away from this person. People that put that kind of information out, I'm sorry, I feel like they have an agenda that they want you to seek their services so they can break that tie for you, okay? I came into this life with free will. I'll do whatever the fuck I want when I want to do it. So to me, you have to shift back into your power that you are in control of your life and you can make changes anytime you want to. But the reason I feel like this card is coming up is because there is some sort of community, soul tribe, soul family connection here. So you did choose to come into this life with this person to play this out, okay? But that doesn't mean that you have to remain connected to them, especially if things have gone toxic. You can definitely pull away at any time. But when I ask Spirit, is there enough substance to keep this relationship going? If the karma or the lessons or whatever is going on, like it can actually be understood and worked through, and people evolve and grow and can ascend here, sure, there can be some sort of coming back together in a friendlier way. Celebration. To me, that's very much a Three of Cups vibes to me. Coming together and experiencing joy once again. It's absolutely possible for sure. But will people do the work? That's what it's going to depend upon. All right, so this deck right here is called the Urban Tarot. But we have the Five of Pentacles. This door's closed right now for a reason, okay? So until people do the work, this door probably should remain closed is what I am seeing with that, okay? But again, you guys, you have free will to bang on that door. You have free will to take an axe and bang, like break down that door, like hack it up like freaking Jack Nicholson in The Shining. You can do that if you wanted to. I'm not literally saying that. I'm just trying to be funny. You could do that. but I'm getting here, it's not really going to positively change anything. You have to either wait for better timing, wait for a sign that maybe the energy, is better or improved. And sometimes, and I'm going to just say this, sometimes when you feel like you want to reconnect with someone and kind of go back to what you used to have with someone, sometimes you find that, the energy is still the same, or people haven't changed, or you haven't changed, or there's still issues there, and that it's just still not going to work. So just because we sometimes feel that feeling, that intuition or something that, hey, let me just go ahead and knock on that door to see if this is the right time, or if maybe things have changed. Sometimes we still are met with, there still needs to be some healing. There still needs to be some work, and it's just not the right time. So my advice is, don't waste your time banging on closed doors, okay? Especially if someone has made it clear that they don't want you to bother them, that they need time or whatever. Let people come to you when they're ready. And that does not mean, though, that just because someone comes back that you have to let them in. Because you might be in this energy when they come back, and then it will be up to you whether or not that feels right for you, whether or not you guys are still vibing, whether or not you want to let this person back in. That will be up to you. So if this individual is just not able to get it together right now, just focus on yourself, work on you, and let them come back when they're ready. And then you can choose whether or not you feel guided to, or even feel in any way, shape, or form that you even want to open up that door. At that point, to me, you've taken back your power. You'll be in your power, and you'll know what the right thing is to do. And if you feel like, ooh, you know what? I don't think that I should do that. Pay attention, because I've done that many times, where people try to come back and it's just like, I'm sorry. I just don't feel like it's a good thing. I don't feel like the time is right. And then sometimes you can just get really, really confused as to why you even still feel connected or attracted to a person. And then sometimes just bam, in an instant moment, you can just be like, you know what? I've learned everything I need to learn here. I've seen everything I've needed to see. I am finally ready to shut this door for good. Sometimes that happens too, and that just means the karma is finally over. The lesson and everything that you were supposed to see, it has been completed, and you can finally walk away for good. That's for some of you guys, okay? So when I'm asking Spirit, is there enough substance to keep this relationship going? I'm getting here, you guys will figure it out with time. In time, you will figure out, okay? This person will either return and you'll feel a certain way, or they won't. And that will cause you to see that perhaps maybe you guys are better off being on your own, doing your own separate things. So reconciliation is possible, but there has to be change here. The energy that's residing right now is just not ideal for a healthy, functioning, prosperous relationship is what I'm seeing with that. All right, so now we're going to go into future snapshot here, okay? Moving forward. Future energy, future snapshot advice for person watching the video. This is called the Observer Oracle. What energy can we expect moving forward? What energy can we expect moving forward? We have body language. It says, what does your body need right now to feel good? Make up your, I can't read that word. So it says, give everything that it takes to live a long, healthy lifestyle. So to me, this is just about us taking care of us. Okay? What's our body trying to tell us? If you guys are experiencing a lot of low energy, a lot of mood swings, just a lot of just heavy energy, that is an indication that you need to start taking better care of you. And so if you have spent a lot of time and dedication giving to this person, and you're just always coming up short, that's a true indication right there that you need to start taking care of you, because as we can see your skeleton inside. There's some emptiness going on inside. We need to fulfill ourselves. This is also about how we talk to ourselves as well. If we don't like what we see, or if we're looking at ourselves and saying ugly things to ourselves, it's time for us to address those issues too. All right, this is called the Bride's Tarot. I think that's what it's called, the Bride's Tarot. The Magician, beautiful. First of all, the Magician is all about us. It's a number 1 card, so that means our energy, our tools, what we want to manifest. So what you want to manifest next is going to come from the way that you feel about yourself. So again, I feel like that has been a theme throughout this entire reading. If we do not love ourselves and we're not able to even provide for ourselves, then and we're constantly looking for other people to fill the gaps, we're going to end up come up short every single time, because it's no one's job to deliver our happiness and fulfillment on a silver platter. And even though sometimes people can provide that, people have to take care of themselves too. They also can switch their minds. People can feel something one moment and not feel it the next. So when you're on the freaking seesaw like that, or, on an emotional roller coaster with someone, you're going to you're going to end up empty inside every single time. So we have to make sure that we're taking the time to fill up our own cups, fill our own needs. And I really like that, because this heart-shaped vase, she's taking these petals and she's putting it inside, because she realizes that she needs to start with self. She needs to start with her or him, You need to start with yourself. Oh, I love this blossom dream. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing, you guys. Look at all of these blossoms. Something new is emerging inside of you. Oh my gosh, out of thin air, you will blossom and show everyone what you're made of. I can't believe this card. I just can't believe this. It's so amazing, this message. It's so true. So this entire reading is, I feel, really designed to show the person that this person and all the issues and problems that you may have experienced with them is really pushing you back to yourself, pushing you to go deep within, to love yourself. Really, really love yourself, and see why you keep ending up short or feeling empty inside every time you deal with this person. The answer lies within you, not this person. So like I said, you guys, I'm not blaming anyone for my issues or my problems. I am very well aware that I've got issues that I need to heal, and that's why I'm working this program, because I'm committed to figuring out what the fuck is going on. Yeah. The 7 of Swords. Holy smokes. The 7 of Swords is one of those cards where it's just sneaky, deceptive. So I feel like there's a few things probably going on here. This is either lying to yourself, lying to others, not being authentic, or, because both can be happening in situations with people, or someone is lying to us, sneaking around. We know it, we feel it, but perhaps we're being gaslit and someone won't admit it. Someone never says they're sorry. Someone just constantly acts like you're the crazy person and you've had it. You're done. So just because we are flawed and have issues doesn't mean that it's all our fault. But looking at things very black and white and always blaming other people for our problems doesn't work either. So that's what I'm talking about. That doesn't mean just because you're looking within that you're taking all the responsibility, that this other person is just who they are and we have to accept it. You don't have to accept anything. But until you accept yourself and love yourself, flaws and all, you're not going to really be able to have healthy relationships with anyone moving forward. So sometimes we have to get either stabbed in the back or hurt other people because we're not being authentic to ourselves. And when we're not being authentic to ourselves and our own needs, we tend to let people in our lives that are deceptive and that lie to us too. So it's like this little cauldron of shit, basically. It's just a pot that's just constantly just fire and knives and chaos and weapons and pain and torment. And I'm just getting here that you can start emerging from the inside out. That's where Spirit wants you to focus. Spirit doesn't want you to necessarily focus on the wounds or the lies or the behavior of other people, okay? Because that's not where the healing is. The healing is within you. Why am I here again? Why is this happening to me? What the heck is going on? Let me figure it out. So that's what I have for you guys. And of course, it's only natural for a reader as myself to be in this vibration that I'm currently in. It is going to come through my readings. This is the collective that I'm a part of as well. So sometimes Spirit uses readers with what they're going through to help their collective. So if this resonates with you guys, that's wonderful. And if it doesn't, that is okay. I will not always be channeling my own stuff. And even though some things were my stuff, others were not. So it's not my complete reading. But I will be bringing forth other types of readings to the collective that perhaps are not so challenged and where maybe this is not your dynamic. So I do plan to bring forth some other things to my channel throughout the rest of the week. So anyways, just take it if it resonated. If it didn't, no worries. Just skip this one and I will catch you guys next time. So make sure you guys, before you click off of this video, give that button like a thumbs up. That's great. Leave an emoji in the comment section. And like I said, all the links that I talked about are down below if you guys want to check it out. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.